That nigga E, man. Let's get it. Formally introduce you to that nigga named E. All up in the trap like a mouse trying to get the cheese. Tell them what you bout. Getting money, got the recipe. Till I black out, blow it down, chopping down the trees and I rock about.
What's good, y'all? It's that boy EZMillionzz, and I'm your host of DatBoyETV. And today, man, I got something special, right?
What you got for us?
Because finally, they gave us ranked Strikeout.
Oh, they did?
So I'm going to give my thoughts on the game what I've been waiting on since day one.
Thirsty.
Now, in the back here in the game, I'm going to have some gameplay. What's interesting is this is a ranked game. Right? Okay. And when I originally came into the game crashed. I loaded it back up, and it throws me back in mid-draft. That's why you can't see people's faces.
That's never good.
And from this moment on, I was not able to buy anything out the buy menu. Okay, I could not open up my buy menu at all the whole game. So you're just gonna see. Now, mind you, this is a ranked game. I picked this gameplay specifically because this is it's gonna go into something later on. Later that I'm gonna talk about. But
okay.
We are going to go ahead and go over a few things about the game mode that I feel should improve it as far as the overall experience. And hopefully I can get a conversation started.
Hopefully we can.
These dudes take forever to pick somebody. And we can get through this. So what's crazy is in the ranked game, how I can be forced to end up, playing under certain circumstances, and it goes through. But anyway, we see the teams here.
It's crazy, man.
Let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing I want to talk about is an interface, right? So here in the top right, we know this is ranked because I showed the draft process. But for people that watch streaming, or watch streamers play, or just want to get on and watch people play in general, whether it's through YouTube videos or live streams, it'll be nice that when you're playing rank in the top right, you have, your rank logo and your symbol with the level showing in the top right.
Basics.
And also, too, for the symbols, during the draft screen, normally you will actually see the names of the players on both teams. So you can either show only your team's ranks, or you can show both the team's ranks at the draft screen. At least show your team, if anything, if you don't want to do both. I think you should at least show your teams, right?
Give me something.
So outside of that little interface stuff right there, we need to talk about people being on their mics and having comms. Because so far, me playing solo, I have come across that very few people actually be on the mic.
Say something.
I know they're there because when I get on, I'll say certain things and they'll react to it, but they don't actually say anything. So
it's like hearing your voice, but don't never talk.
People being on the mic would actually, be helpful. It'll help with things like rotations. And this is all just game sense in general, in my opinion. But rotations, like in the top left, we have a mini map.
I know.
Like if you see 3 people going down one lane, don't be the 4th one. Don't be the sheep and just follow the herd.
Right behind.
Go flank, man. Go around the other way.
Just go around.
You know what I'm saying? This is game sense. And this can also be fixed with rotations.
IQ.
Where people, because sometimes I have to yell it out. Hey, man, can somebody flank?
Yeah, flank.
Because I'll come up first, be fighting somebody. Next thing you know, all my teammates that respawn come and fight right next to me. No one else wants to run around.
Nobody. They's all be right there next to you.
Also, just being on comms in general. Calling people out. Pinging. Right? Pinging when you die. A lot of times people want to die and don't want to ping anything.
Tragic.
Also, too, when we have the actual point, holding angles. All right? See, all this can be mitigated, really, by just being on your mic and talking to your teammates. Because once you have the zone like we do, you see all of us are facing this. If you look on the screen, all of us facing the same way. I have this angle here, and look, people are still holding. Nobody's watching the backside. Then I think right here I tell them, hey, I got this angle here. We need to watch. So being on the mic, use your ping system, please.
Use it.
I just don't understand why this is so hard.
It ain't
But
hard.
if we get on the mic and start using our ping systems, holding angles when you're at a point, flanking instead of everyone just rushing down the same lanes all the time. Stop being a sheep in the herd.
Think for yourself.
All right? Learn good rotation, especially coming off of death or anything like that. And can we please have more participation on team comms, even with people solo queuing? Because I've been playing solo queuing, and I rarely hear too many people that are actually on the mic.
They don't be on the mic.
The money water mic. So, and then also, please, can you throw us some interfaces with the symbol up in the top right? And can I at least see my teammates? All right, at the draft screen. All right, please.
Let me know.
It's not too hard, right?
Not too hard, bro.
So, the next thing is gonna be the draft process and banning in general.
Okay.
Right? Can we please stop banning with our feelings?
Done.
All right? Get out your feelings and stop banning people simply because you don't like the character.
Done.
All right? So far, from what I've noticed, hopefully, if I'm wrong, put it down in the comments or comment, the top three. The top three most people I have seen personally get banned are Saint, Lancer, and Juke. Right? These are the main three people I usually see get banned. And I understand why these three get banned. And usually if it's not one of these three and it's some random person, like it's some random person, it's usually because they were just in a game and somebody played that character and dropped them off. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what happens. So let's please ban with our logic and not our feelings, okay?
Yeah,
so what do you mean by this? So first and foremost, I'm going to put out that I'm a Lancer main, okay? So I know that my character gets banned pretty much all the time.
All the damn time.
So one game, I'm actually on the team, and our team gets first pick. So we ban first, and we get first pick. So I come on the mic, and I say, hey, we have first pick. I want to play Lancer.
Hey.
Can you not ban her? Can you just let the other team be responsible for the banning?
Let them do it.
He then comes back on the mic, surprisingly, and goes, nah, fuck Lancer. And went ahead and just banned her because he didn't like the character. Okay? That's dumb. All right? Because you don't like her, because you don't like going up against her. But since you can't have two of the same people, if we have first pick, please let the other team be responsible for the ban. This way you get the best players.
Exactly.
Right? So let's go with logic again here, right? So we know, let's say you have the first ban, you're the first pick. So you have first ban, and you get the first two picks of the draft.
Okay.
If someone on my team wants to play Lancer, let's say I'm the one banning, because I like playing Lancer. So what I would do is, I would see if anyone on my team wants to play either Dahlia or Saint. Most likely someone will play Dahlia. So I'll go out there and I'll ban Saint. They'll ban, hopefully, if they don't ban Lancer, right? If they don't ban Lancer, I would then take Lancer, and then we'll get Lancer and Dahlia. Or if they don't ban Lancer or Dahlia, because there's a good chance they'll ban Juke.
Most likely.
We'll then get a Lancer Dahlia combo on our team. And that's just ultimately what I mean by drafting with logic, okay? Instead of just, oh, I don't like a character, so I'm just going to ban him because I don't like him. Like, get out your feelings, bruh. And let's play the game to win and at the highest level, okay? And this game right here, these gameplay is fucking, it's so tough, man. Like, I just can't understand I'm in rank and they won't give me any guns.
That's tough.
All right? So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Don't make no sense.
It's crazy. All right. Yeah, man.
The money water mic.
The money water mic. So now I want to talk about something that is crazy.
What's crazy, bro?
When you really think about it. And that's the matchmaking. All right.
For real?
So not only am I getting thrown into games that fully count, and I don't have a gun, and it doesn't matter. I'm also the matchmaking goes as follows. Well, before I talk about matchmaking, let's set forth how the ranks go.
Okay.
From lowest to highest, you have bronze, silver, gold,
Okay.
Platinum, I believe diamond, and then rogue. Okay?
Okay. Got you.
As a silver 4, yeah. So I came out of qualifiers at silver 5. So
Trash.
not that good, but I understand. You know, I've never played rank before. You know, people being forced to play with secondary characters, not being able to play who you want to play. I'm not able to win all the time. And in this game, it's about winning. But let's go back to it's about winning and not really your individual play. But again, I'm gonna talk about that later. Let's just go back to the matchmaking. So there's a person that I run into a lot named, I believe his name is Renegade TV is the MVP. Shout out to that man, he good. So one day I've noticed him not only on my team multiple times, but I've also noticed playing against him. So out of curiosity, I asked the man, I'm like, hey, you know, what's your rank? He then goes and tells me that he's a rogue player. Mind you, I'm silver. I think I was silver 4 at that time, maybe silver 3. Why? How the hell is a silver player in the lobby with someone that's rogue?
How, Swag?
I should not be in any lobbies higher than maybe a platinum should be in my lobby. Now, when I came out of qualifiers, one of the first people I ran into that invited me. This is when I'm silver 5.
I was dropping boys out.
First person that ever invited me to a game as I was playing solo. He was a plat 2 already. He was plat 2.
Can you imagine that? That's
How
crazy.
am I silver 5 in a plat 2 lobby? With plat 2s in my lobby? That's ridiculous. So there should be a cap on how far, and it should be either one rank above and one rank below. If you're rogue, it'll probably be you get diamonds and plats. So the other thing with matchmaking that might help some certain people out is maybe you can add a controller input queue feature where you have people that, like, I have friends that are like, hey, I don't want to play rank because we keep going up against these mouse and keyboard players. Now, personally, I've run against both controller and mouse and key that have been amazing. But some people that, you know, if I'm on controller, I don't want to play mouse and key. So kind of maybe to fix that, you could just add in a controller input queue where you can decide whether you want to play against people who only have controllers or it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So either controller or both.
I can see that.
And I think that'll kind of fix that. Now, as far as the queue times go,
What about you?
just because you only want to play against a controller input, you still are playing against all 3 platforms. So I don't really think it'll slow down any of the queue times, even for like the mouse and keyboard only people. But I mean, if you wanted to add, you could do mouse and keyboard only. I don't know how they feel about that if they want their own lobby only. But usually, from what I've seen in previous games, you either have both or just the controller only input. So I would say that Rogue Company could adapt that as far as into their matchmaking feature or system. But primarily, they really do need to fix who ends up in what lobbies.
Exactly.
Because, oh man, I almost got her ass too. Because there's no reason why, like I said, someone who's a silver, the second highest rank in the game, should ever be in lobbies with someone who's rogue.
Should never be.
Which is definitely the highest rank in the game.
Highest rank.
Oh man.
Ooh, there you go. That
Water money, man. Come on, man. So we run around. Look at this, man. This game really got me out here with no gun and rank. It's fucking, and in this game, it's not like you just pick guns up off the floor. You know what I mean? But once I throw these hands, bro. Throw them hands on them. Let's go. So they really need to fix that matchmaking. Like I said, if you shouldn't be placing lobbies with people no more than maybe a rank ahead of you.
Exactly.
If you're rogue, it'll probably, just to make things easy, they'll primarily only want to take diamonds, but you'll probably end up pulling some plats into rogue lobbies just because of the sheer amount. Exactly. But let's get on to this last little note here that I want to talk about. That's going to be this RP system
Say the best for last.
that it goes with. Now, I noticed that the amount of RP you get varies from whether you win and lose. For instance, when you lose, I've either lost 9 RP, and at highest I've lost 11. For winning, the highest amount of RP I've gotten is 19, and the lowest amount of RP I've gotten for a win is 18.
Okay.
So, first off, what determines whether or not I only lose 9 or 11? Yeah. Or what determines whether or not I only get 18 or 19? Okay? I don't understand. There's nothing that tells you at the end, so can we please figure that out? Please. Also, if we take the lowest RP you can get for a win, which is 18, and the highest you can lose for a loss, which is 11, that's only a +8 difference. So if you have a 50% win rate, right?
Which would be
so let's put it like this. So you have 100 RP to go up from Silver 5 to Silver 4 is 100 RP. To go up a full rank, you need 500 RP. If you have a 50% win rate, which gives you a +8
every 2 games, okay,
that means you'll need at least 62.5 games if you have a 50% win rate in order to rank up, in order to get out of a rank. You'll have to play at least 62.5 games at a 50% win rate.
That's
right?
Not a lot. That's a grind.
Now, this is mitigated because there's a lot of reason why sometimes just having a 50% win rate is kind of hard in some cases.
Okay.
So I think they need to implement something.
Like what?
As like a loss forgiveness system for some of these problems. The main problem is people quitting out the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I've had instances where, as you can see, 2 people don't quit out this game, and as you can see, we're winning, and our teammates still left. I've had games where we'd be up 2-0 and my teammate still leaves. So let's say,
can they try?
If your teammate leaves, if players start quitting off the team, instead of losing the 11 RP at max, we should only lose like 6. Okay, because people quitting out the game because they're trash, because they suck, is a huge deal. Is a big problem. The same way it is in pubs, is it the same way it is in ranked. I don't know if they don't get like a penalty or something, but if that's the case, if you're still going to make me lose and punish me, I should not lose the same amount as though I had a full team after I got people quitting on me.
That ain't fair.
Right? That just doesn't make sense.
It does.
I think that you should definitely cut that in half. Also, something else is the MVP screen that you implemented, that you added. I feel in the ranks, if you make those 3 players on the MVP screen, you should give them additional RP, whether they win or lose. So whatever your win, you get that, and then you get another thing like a +5. So let's say you get 18 RP for the win, and you're on the MVP screen, you get a +5 for being an MVP player.
You know, so you get
and like let's say you lose,
okay,
you minus the 11, and then you get the +5, which now means you're only losing 6 RP because you made the MVP list.
Yeah. And if you lose but still do well,
right? This way you reward people who play well on bad teams, because sometimes your teams can just be that bad.
Makes sense.
All right, so that's just a few things that I noticed, but hopefully this gets a conversation started. Please let me know what y'all think. Maybe I'm crazy, or if y'all got better ideas. But as always, man, I appreciate anyone that came and has gotten this far in the video.
If you got this far,
and again, look at this. It's tough, man. The whole game, no gun, and they want to load me up like this.
Had me run around naked the whole.
But like I said, implement a loss forgiveness system. I think that'll work out fine, and give additional RP for those who make it onto the MVP screen.
Yes,
and I think that'll kind of help offset to some of the grindiness of it.
Grindiness, bro.
But as the game here is about to wrap up, again, if you made this far, I appreciate you tuning in. Let me know down in the comments how you feel, man. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm crazy. How y'all feel.
Don't know what he talking about.
You know, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow. You can either follow me on Facebook Gaming at DatBoyETV or subscribe to my YouTube channel, DatBoyETV. And, hey, we're out here still getting it. Catch me streaming daily at DatBoyETV on Facebook Gaming. And, As you can see, the Dubskis. We out of here.
Dub City.
Peace.
Dub City.